This video is about titles. In this video, we are looking at titles. Titles are an important part of putting together a cohesive essay or report. Think about it. Your title is the first thing that a reader will see. Your title, and especially your introduction, should give the reader a heads up about what your essay or report is about. Somewhere in these two things, you need to tell your reader why your paper and your argument or topic matters. Saying why it matters is in addition to your thesis. You need to be explicit about why your topic and conclusions are important, as well as who should care about it. Let's start by looking at titles. A good title should attract the reader's attention, but it must do more. And it should make the reader want to investigate the essay and continue to read. However, the title must also tell the reader something about what to expect in the essay. The tone of the title will suggest or announce the tone of the essay. If you're making a serious scholarly argument, you must make sure that your title reflects that seriousness. In other words, you don't want to have a flippant or sarcastic title. At a minimum, a title that does not fit the essay will confuse the reader. At worst, it will cause the reader to disregard or dismiss your argument as irrelevant and not worth reading. It is acceptable to insert some humor into titles, but you must do so carefully. For example, several years ago, R.D. Gidney wrote a book called From Hope to Harris about the state of education in the post-World War II era. At first glance, the title sounds like a dig at Ontario's conservative Mike Harris government of the 1990s. However, Hope actually refers to the author of the defining report on education in Ontario immediately after World War II. It is a title that is attention-grabbing and suggests humor, but also truly reflected the content of the book. Good titles are difficult to compose, even if you have a hard time with them. At a minimum, make sure to avoid titles that are too broad or vague, or that simply label the paper. In other words, don't use a title like Dreams if you are talking about dream research, for example. The title Dreams could be about anything. Dream journals, your dreams as a child, dreams as in goals, and so on. A better title might be Dream Research, an aid to diagnosing depression. It is clear and specific, telling the reader what to expect in the essay. Similarly, avoid naming your essay or Theme 1 or something like that. Such an essay tells the reader nothing about what to expect. As a rule of thumb, unless you are told otherwise, for every assignment, use a descriptive title. When you are placing your title on the title page, follow some guidelines. Note that this only refers to your own titles of your essays, not the titles of articles and books in the references list or in your essay. So, your title should not be underlined or in quotation marks. Capitalize only the first word and the important words of the title. The title should be placed at the top of the first page, along with your name, student number, date, course number, and professor's name. Here is an example. So you can see at the top of the page it says for Dr. Alison King. It has the name of the course, the date, who it's submitted by, and the student number. Alternatively, your title can be placed on a separate title page with the same submission information as shown here. So there's a just clear and descriptive title, who it's prepared for, the course name, and all of that information, your name, as well as your student number and the date of submission. All of these should be included on every assignment that you submit. In your journal, please try to draft a title for either your literacy narrative or your essay, and post it there so that you can start thinking about a clear and descriptive title for your assignment. In this video, we have discussed creating an effective title that tells the reader what to expect in your essay. In addition, we have looked briefly at where the title goes in an essay and how to format it. Thank you for listening.